Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the old family farm. We are, oh boy, I should not be left alone. 1, to tinker, and 2, to spend money. But I've done it again. I will show you a couple things that I have done. One kind of big one. Ooh, I've left that out in the middle of the field. That's probably, or in the middle of the drive. That's probably not so great. Right now I'm hunting down our new spreader. Oh goody, we get to finally use our new spreader. So, the last we were together, or boy, I can't even hardly remember the last time we were, whoa, Brad. There you go. The last time, you know what, maybe, I wonder if this thing's gonna be too heavy and bulky for the Volvo. We'll find out, won't we? Once we fill it up, that should get interesting. So the last time we were together, we were kind of talking about expanding the farm. Maybe once we sell our silage and get some stuff sold, expanding the farm. Well, I got a little impatient and done some expanding, and I'll show you that in a second. I've also purchased and got a really good deal on a planter. So I have sold our little 2-row planter that we had and upgraded that to a 6-row. We're going to take a look here. I forget if it's a 6-row or what it is, but it's used. It's in a little rough condition, but we got a really good deal on it. And it's this John Deere planter right here. You can see it's a little rusty. It's been used. You know, we don't buy new on the old family farm. But it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 6-row. And I think it's going to come in really handy as we expand our farm and get into bigger fields, which we seem to be doing. I am going to lay bets right now that when we fill this up with lime, we're not going to be steering our way back to the farm. We may have to call for help. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Let's find out, shall we? But we do need lime because we have to lime some fields. Yeah, I thought so. Hey, that's okay. Oh, I can't cheat and do that, huh? Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. We'll call for reinforcements. That's fine. How's everybody doing this weekend? I'm pre-recording this, so it's like Wednesday night. And so I'm pretty early, but I know I wanted to get a old family farm episode out for the weekend. And I know I'm going to be busy this weekend, Easter weekend. But I thought, you know what, let's do a old family farm Easter extravaganza. I don't know why it has anything to do with Easter or extravaganza, but that's what we're going to call it. And I don't think we have a single tractor, other than the Ford maybe, that can handle a front weight. And I don't even know if the Massey will handle that. Where's our John Deere? The John Deere's got some front weight, right? Didn't we? Isn't that what that is right there? Let's see if we get lucky with the John Deere. Maybe this will handle that bucket, our spreader. But yeah, I'm excited about the new John Deere planter. I'm looking forward to using that bad boy. Or girl, you know, it could be a bad girl. It could be. Could be naughty. Could be a naughty boy or naughty girl. I don't know. You know. Isn't it funny how over the years, though, inanimate objects have gotten genders? You know, like, don't we call ships, aren't ships girls? And a lot of cars. It seems like a lot of bigger mechanical things have female attached to them. Like, you don't hear guys saying, yeah, you know, like to their, you know, souped up Ford Mustang or something. Yeah, he's a beaut. You don't hear that. It's she's a beaut, you know? Like on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Or no, it was the first vacation, in fact. Cousin Eddie called the family truckster a beaut. Yeah, she's a beaut, Clark. The family truckster was a female. Yeah, that's right. I took that barrel out. That's right. I'm not going to pretend like I meant to do that, but you know how it is. Yeah, she's a beaut, Clark. It's just kind of interesting. So what's a he? What do we, you know, like, man, I'm so glad I picked him up, or, oh, you know, he's working beautifully. It never is. I'm going to have to give that some thought on what a he is. So you're probably thinking already, Brad, what did you buy? What expansion are we doing? Well, we now own all of this. So the entire local farm proper we own. And we also own a sizable bank loan of 30 grand, but I'm confident we're going to be able to pay it off. But there is now our owned farmland. Pretty sweet, huh? So I bought the 16, what did I buy? I bought 17 and 15, these two. So that includes this field here, and it included this field over here, but as you can see, I am working on joining. I'm working on basically joining this, what is it, this field with, I don't know. I'm creating, that's all new field. That didn't exist. That was all grassland, as you can see. There's a big grass strip. There was a little field there, and then I expanded it back to the tree line. So we are going to have a heck of a big field there to deal with, which is going to be pretty sweet. Now the question I have is, how wide does this thing spread? I honestly have completely forgotten what the distance is on this spreader. I'm kind of curious before I start ripping off line. 18 meter. Wow, that's not too shabby. What did we own before? We owned in the My Game Steam this little puppy here. 10 meters. We've almost doubled our spreading distance, Captain. That's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. And look at that bad boy just wiggling back and forth. That's pretty awesome. It's happy. It's a happy spreader. It's like a dog's tail. It just goes to town. Man, I was going to hire a helper to do this, but what's the point when, you know, it's going to take about 1.5 minutes to get her done. So I guess that's what we're going to do. We're just going to get her done. Actually, if we run low on lime, I'll hire somebody out because I really don't want to have to go back and buy more lime. Oh, I overestimated the spreadage. That's all right. So yeah, the plan is obviously with more fields, more crops, more money. You got to spend money to make money. You know, all the cliches, right? Boy, a helper would have done a better job than I'm doing. But yeah, you got to spend money to make money. That's what it is. Ooh, we are almost out. Man, you go through lime so fast on fields, don't you? I'm going to line this up. We're going to let a hired hand do the rest. But before we do that, I'm going to verify that they will buy fertilizer. Yeah, very good. So off you go. Get some. It's only going to take them 1 or 2 passes. Ooh, I left her running. Shouldn't have done that. Do we have allow create field turn on? Allow create field is off, so let's turn that on. And let's get to creating. And that's what I've been doing since we last met, is spending money, buying property. and getting a head start on creating our new field. I think this now is going to be the largest field on the old family farm, right? It's got to be, I'm pretty sure it's bigger than that field right there. I think this one definitely earns the prize. Oh, our hired helper has already wrapped it up for us. Yeah, it didn't take long. And it looks like we probably have just enough to go over this patch over here that I forgot to do, or missed doing. Since we have plenty of lime. Actually, we do want more lime for... We're going to want lime for our new big field, so I'm going to leave it... Oh, that bugs me a little bit right there, but we'll be all right. It's majority wins. And let's get the John Deere lined up over here. So this field that we're creating is going to need lime. It's also going to need some weeding when all is said and done. Oh, I like the sound this Ford makes. Very much. Got the old straight pipe on the front. Yeah. These Fords might be up there in my top, for sure, top 10 tractors. I'm not sure if they'd make a top 5, but I really do like these old Fords. And I'm not even, this may be offensive to some of you. I hope you're not too sensitive. But I'm not even really a Ford fan, if I'm being honest. But I do like Ford tractors. I think I've mentioned it before that, I mean, I like John Deere's. I love John Deere tractors. I think they're great. A lot of history. Of course, living in the continental United States, John Deere is almost something, you know, that you're raised as a kid. If you have any interest in tractors or farming equipment, like toys and the whole 9 yards, it's probably going to be a John Deere toy. So it's kind of hard not to have some liking for John Deere. But I'm not like John Deere fanboy hardcore like I've known other people to be. I have an appreciation for other brands, including foreign brands. I quite like several of the foreign brands. I actually would really like to see a bigger variety of farm equipment in the States. In particular, the tractor, on the tractor side. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, we're probably never going to see a lot of the European, a lot of the European equipment. It's probably never going to catch on here just because it's unnecessary for a lot of the U.S. farmers. I would assume the ability to be all folded up and compact, and and all that stuff. American farmers, I think, in general, tend to navigate to the more simplistic side of things, but I still have a great appreciation for a lot of... Oh man, I just lifted that in time. About ready to expand my field even more over here. But I still very much appreciate the foreign equipment. This Ford does not have any rolling brakes at all. Like, it just wants to keep rolling forward. There's no resistance. And I'm thinking maybe we need to adjust the brakes on this bad boy. Maybe I'll sick Guinevere on that. Maybe she can start being the farm mechanic. She has mentioned interest in doing more and more here on the farm. And I did mention to her that I could always use a good welder. So I'm not sure if I want her to have access to welding or any kind of a blowtorch, and a settling torch. Oh wow! But she has mentioned interest in getting more involved in that. Speaking of Gwen, she is actually, as we speak, down at the shop. Last night, I took her to the store and gave her the full training seminar on how to basically sit at a desk and answer a phone or wait for somebody to walk in and help them. Now, her customer service skills are very, very unique. Um, Fortunately for us, or for Betty Lou, actually, because it's still her store, people around here don't have a lot of options. So even if Gwen is her typical abrasive, somewhat abrasive self, it's not like people are going to, I'll take my business elsewhere, because she'll basically laugh. She'll basically laugh straight ahead at them and be like, sure, you go do that. Enjoy the 100-mile drive to the next to the next farm shop, because that's basically what it is. So yeah, she really can't offend away any customers. She can offend customers, but they don't have much of a choice but to shop there. But I think she'll do okay. Who knows? Maybe it'll fit her well, Maybe she'll find her next husband at the farm shop. Maybe he'll come in needing some fertilizer, or a new tire for his tractor, or he wants the new monthly or the new calendar for pig farmers. Pig farmers have their own yearly calendar. It's pretty exciting. I've seen it one time. It's something that, if viewed properly, it's quite beautiful. I would I would actually say that many would call it art. Oh boy. So yeah, this is a field. Look at that. This is a field. This is a legit. We're kind of in the big time now. It's no longer, the little stuff. We're not wearing the little boy pants. We're wearing the grown-up pants with this field, which I'm glad we got the old Ford now for. I'm glad we got our bigger planter. It's funny how on most, typically our equipment is equipment that is like entry level, and you quickly, a 3-meter cultivator and stuff like that, you're looking to escape from almost instantly, right? But on the old family farm, a 3-meter cultivator is not too shabby. And some of the equipment that's typically kind of small is actually looking pretty good here. Yeah, I'm really liking this Ford though. I don't know who's the mod author that brought us these, because there's a couple of them that I think were in the pack. Is the Ford considered a medium or a small? Small, I bet, right? Where are they? Where are they? There they are. So Ford Series 10 Force 3 mod. I always forget I don't have that shop extension mod enabled that gives you the modder's name. I need to do that. I'm always curious to see who the modder was on some of this stuff for whatever reason. And oh, somebody's having a good time over there behind us. That's the auction over there, isn't it? Yeah. Having a good old time buying cows. Our animals are doing well. I checked their water. I checked their feed. I also have been giving some more thought to the possibility of doing TMR. There's this new thing called TMR. I wonder how far back TMR goes. That must go back a long ways, right? Blending different things for cows. I don't know if they called it total mixed rations or what, but I can't imagine that was something that was invented. You know, it had to be around a long time. I was kind of holding back on doing TMR on the old family farm, mostly because of the silage. We just don't have a wrapper for our 120 centimeter bales. There might be one out there somewhere. I should look again. But then I thought, you know what? We don't need a wrapper. We don't need a wrapper to make silage. We've got our bunker silo. We've got tons of silage. We can definitely get silage. And then the straw's a gimme. And the hay's a gimme. So really there's nothing stopping us from making TMR other than a mixer. And these came out recently. I was going to show you these. That's kind of weird. I'm in the store and you listen. You can really hear the people chatting. These came out. These little guys. Oh, there you go, guys. I'm not calling a mixer a girl. I'm calling a mixer a guy. Yeah, this little guy came out. I think that'd be perfect for our little farm here. Horsepower-wise, we can easily get away with it. That's a trailered one. And in fact, not only is that a trailered one, I think that also will dispense there. How does this one dispense? Oh yeah, it dispenses the same way. Okay. Actually, that's a side dispenser, isn't it? Yeah, and this one is a rear dispenser. I actually kind of like this thing. And look at the price on it, 6,000. Actually, why do I have euros? Oh, I have euros enabled because of Hinterland. Yeah, I wish the game would remember those settings. I think I've mentioned that before. I wish you could have defining dollar amount or dollar designations, euros, dollars, kilometers, miles per hour, blah, blah, blah. I think that would be handy per map, and it would remember that. But it doesn't, alas. So there you go. We are going to get a hired helper set up here on this liming. We also need to fertilize, and I think we're going to have to weed. Yeah, we're going to have to do some weeding as well. This is probably going to cost us an arm and a leg, but smart thing to do. Look at that wig-wag. I like it. That's pretty slick. I didn't line that up the greatest, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, it's just chunking away the dollars. Look at that. It's gonna cost us $3 grand to line this stinking field. All right, let's hop out and let's just let it spend our money the way it is. I mean, if we really get to the point where we're broke, we can still sell some silage. We don't have to sell it all, but we can sell a little bit here and there just to help fund us for a while if we have to. It's funny, you know, I was thinking about the way we started this game, where we started and what equipment we had, and it's kind of interesting to see how it kind of creeps up on you, the advancements you make. You know, like it's one of those things where, hey puppers, get it. Okay. It kind of creeps up on you, and then you kind of sit back for a second and you look and you're like, wow, we've really kind of done a lot. We've made a lot of changes to the equipment. We've done quite a bit. Oh, that's right. That's our hoe. Okay. There's our weeder. We actually could probably just get rid of this thing, because this thing here will work as a normal weeder. It's probably not technically supposed to be used as a normal weeder, but it'll work as one. Hey, buddy. What am I looking for? What was I doing? Oh, herbicide. Let's give the Ford a little rest here. We'll hop on the little Massey. Look how little that Massey is compared to the Ford. You can really tell the size of the little Massey. So I think what we're going to do is, for the weeds, how much herbicide do we have in this sprayer? If we've got quite a bit, we'll do that. Otherwise, we might be better off, cheaper, to just grab our hoe or our weeder and do it that way. I don't think it takes a whole lot. Is this fertilizer? Oh, it's not herbicide, it's fertilizer. Well then, I guess we're fertilizing. And we'll weed later. Can't forget to roll either. I feel like I've already forgotten to roll somewhere. Maybe not. We didn't need to roll our potatoes or our sugar beets, so maybe I haven't forgotten to do that. What's this field saying we need? Fertilizer, no weeds? Okay. Well, let's get going on the fertilizer. Gwen is at the store, so she shouldn't be... Whoa, Gwen! Whoa, Gwen, what are you doing, girl? You're supposed to be at the store. What are you doing here? Little stinker. Well, I'm glad we checked, because I'm not going to worry about that strip right there. I think we can just put the kibosh on the liming. But look at this. You knew I was going to do this, right? Just use up what's left in there. There you go. All right. Well, that spreader, I think, did a real nice job. That's nice to have a little bit... it's nice to have a larger capacity spreader. If nothing else, that's pretty handy. Let's see if I can get some fertilizing done here. I'm not sure what we want to plant on these fields. What do you all feel like planting on these fields? I am going to jackknife our sprayer. I'm going to leave it right there. In fact, what are we in? We're in May. So if we take a look at our calendar, okay, we can do corn straight away. There we go. That's what we'll do. Sorghum, olives and grapes, no thank you. But we are in corn planting, so guess what's going to go on that long field over there? That is going to be a cornfield. And then this field right here, we could do more corn. We could do soybeans. Maybe we'll do soybeans on this littler field here. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll see. But for sure, we're gonna throw some corn down. We're gonna get our new planter, and we're gonna throw some corn in the ground. I'm excited about seeing that field just full of corn. I think that's gonna be pretty sweet looking. I like corn. Corn's probably one of my more favorite looking farm crops. It's just so classic, right? It's a classic, at least where I live. I should say that. It's probably not everywhere, but in my neck of the woods, corn is, yeah. You'd be hard pressed to not see cornfields everywhere, pretty much, if you're driving in the country. I did see last year, I think it was last year, I saw a potato harvest going on. That was a little bit surprising for me. I'm not sure how popular potatoes are around here, but there was a farmer working on a really pretty big size field. and he was using, or they were, I don't know if it was a he or she, but they were using pretty much a very similar harvester that we have here in the game. It looked older, but certainly the concept was the same. I guess, I wonder if farmers, if there are any potato farmers, or any farmers that grow potatoes specifically for feed and not for resale. I'm guessing that could be possible. You know, that maybe pig farmers and stuff, maybe they do crops like that where they know they're going to need pig food, and they utilize potatoes for their pig feed or something. I don't know. I know there's a lot of different kinds of potatoes out there that you can grow. So I'm assuming some of them are better, you know, designed for different purposes. Excuse me, had a little cough there. I remember hearing that McDonald's, for instance, and I'm gonna probably guess all the fast food joints, but I know McDonald's, I saw something, some kind of documentary, and McDonald's definitely has specific potatoes that they buy for their French fries, very specific. And there are farmers that grow the McDonald's potatoes specifically, you know, which I think is kind of funny, you know. So what are you? You're a farmer. Yeah, I'm a farmer. What do you grow? I grow potatoes for McDonald's. Ah, cool. I wonder if you grow potatoes for McDonald's, if you would be always, you know, trying to match McDonald's French fries flavor. Because you got the right potatoes. So you might as well go for it. What's your favorite French fries? If you had to think about, you know, all the fast food joints, or I guess it's not limited to fast food, but as far as fast food goes, McDonald's is up there for me on the French fries. It's just a classic flavor that I still like. It's one of the few things at McDonald's that I still really can enjoy. I'm not a big fan of their burgers anymore and stuff, but their French fries, yeah, I'll still take French fries any day from McDonald's. I like Wendy's fries. Boy, that thing jackknifes quick. I like Wendy's fries. I like Burger King fries, but Wendy's fries, yeah, pretty good. McDonald's fries, though, tops for me, especially if they're done right. Like, not freezing cold when you get them. Which is kind of rare, if I'm being honest. The last couple times I have been to McDonald's, I can't really say that anything's been necessarily hot and fresh. Which is kind of sad, right? And it's not cheap anymore. Holy cow. Like, I remember being able to go to McDonald's for lunch and, you know, $5 got you a decent amount of food for, you know. But I go to McDonald's now and it's hard to get anything, a meal for under 8, maybe probably closer to 10. So what happened? I don't know what happened. It's crazy town. And some of their specialty, right? Quote, specialty burgers and stuff, they're like $8, $9 just for the burger. McDonald's. Give me a break. $8 or $9 at McDonald's for a burger? It's not like, you know, we're dealing with top grade quality food here. No offense if you like McDonald's, but I mean, come on. right? Come on. Come on. It's McDonald's. And I haven't been paying attention to their Happy Meals, like what the toys have been. I used to kind of enjoy that part of it, but I haven't really paid attention lately. So this has a layer of fertilizer, it shows. I don't think we're going to be able to put down, unless it'll let us. It might. We need to fertilize this month, don't we? We need to try and fertilize, I think, both of these fields. This one we just put down. Oh, and this in between here doesn't need it because that was where the existing field was that I thought I was going to join with this field, but I went this way instead. So let's just check real quick if we can go ahead and put down our second layer. It kind of looks like it's going to let us. And if it does, which it is, then let's do that. Kind of a goober. I don't like that, though. I would rather that it uses what we have. So let's let it use up what we have in the tank. And I think does the hired helper stop when it's empty, or does it just keep right on going? I know Courseplay will stop, but I'm not so certain that dude right there looks bright enough to look behind him once in a while to see if he's still spraying something. No offense. So we can't, yeah, we're good here. So we're good there. We need to see if we can get a second layer on these other two fields, but we also need to we need to do some weeding. We need to do some weeding. Now, we could, let's try something. Let's check something out. This was not a smart place to put our cultivator. I should have known better. With our bank account quickly dwindling, this is probably not a smart place to put it either, because we're going to need to get to our seeds. Let me do this number. Let's hop inside so we can see a little bit better here. And we are going to pop this cultivator. I'm going to hit the tree. That was totally planned. We're going to pop the cultivator right here. So maybe we can leave a little bit of room to grab seeds if we need to. I don't think we're going to make this corner. And we are going to grab our hoe, since it's bigger than our other weeder. Let's grab our hoe. She may not like it, but we're going to grab her. And so stupid. And let's go see. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to hurt that. I probably just bent some of the angle iron right there, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure this hoe will act like a normal weeder. I think we can get away with that. And if we can, that's what we're gonna do. You know I'm in for the long haul when I got a bottle of adult water and a stogie. You know that this is going to go for a while. Let's see what we got here. This is the game plan, at least. We're just going to do a little test-key and see if I can line it up halfway decent. I still love watching the suspension on this Ford work. It's pretty sweet. Okay, so we should, yeah, dig in, Ford, dig in. We should, yeah, okay, good. So it's going to take care of weeds. Yeah, it is. It's just kind of hard to tell from that little thing on the bottom there on the right. It's kind of tweaky the way you look at things, but it is doing it, it looks like. And who knows, maybe, you know, maybe we would hoe anyways. We'd probably honestly use this after we plant, I would think, right? But if we can get the weeds taken care of straight away, then that's what we're gonna do. It's nice to see a couple of tractors working this bigger field. You can see my driving was a little off there when I was creating the field. I had a tendency to lean to the left. I'm a left leaner, yep. Kind of proud to say I lean to the left. Let that sink in for a minute before you turn off the video. Before you decide to shut this video off. We're gonna do a little bit of weeding until our sprayer's done, and then we'll probably get a hired hand to pick up where we left off. Whoa, Brad, don't get carried away there. Oh, the Ford's digging in. I don't think you can really tell. The texture doesn't really change, so it's not something super obvious. Looks like our sprayer is still going. That's good. I'm thinking if I line the left side of the hoe up with the tire mark tread thing that's there, maybe we're kind of overlapping a bit, but at least we're not too far off maybe. I didn't notice this hoe has some pretty good flex to it. That's kind of cool. Just listen to that Ford. Let's just listen to that baby work. And the suspension on it. Turn up the bass on your speakers. Just let that sit in for a bit. It's pretty nice. If I'd keep my mouth shut, we could probably enjoy it a little bit more, huh? Uh-oh. AI worker has stopped unexpectedly. Tank is empty. I would say it's fairly expected if the tank is empty, but that's good to see that he was smart enough to look behind him. We're gonna do a hired worker. Whoa, dude. Is he convulsing? Oh no, he's not. Okay, I thought he was convulsing. Thought maybe he was stroking out there for a second. Check this out. I wanna check this out. He kind of looked like he might have been having some issues. Let's take another look at that. Let's see an instant replay on that. Nice seat suspension too, though. I don't know why, I just enjoy this Ford. Uh-oh, it's losing it. Keep the RPM. Well, why'd you... Oh, I know why you're quitting, dude. You're smarter than me. Well, dang it. I know why he quit. Because the middle of the field right here doesn't need weeding. So he doesn't think to keep going, which is fine. We'll just have to line up on that end and turn around and do the same. Yeah, look at that hoe working. That's pretty cool. All right, man, I'll leave you alone. I know you're kind of freaking out a little bit, us watching you like that. I don't know if this tank is empty. Okay, good. So it knew that I wonder if it's is it herbicide? Is it fertilizing, or is it did it fill with herbicide? That's what concerns me here. You know what? I think it's doing herbicide. I think so. Dang it. Oh, no. Oh, no, good. It's doing fertilizer. All right, awesome. Okay. So we can let him finish up. It's going to cost us a few bucks, but that's okay. This dude. This dude's going to work the weeds for us. We'll have to finish up on this end of the field with the weeding. This whole middle part here doesn't need anything, basically. Well, it'll need a second application of fertilizer after we plant, I guess is how that's going to work out. I guess we could, actually the sprayer should be done pretty soon. We could fill this thing up with fertilizer. And work on fertilizing our other fields that need it. Now, is this one of these are seeds? I always forget what these are. I think this is fertilizer. Yeah, it is good. How much you cost to me? Holy smokers! Look at our bank account. I think we're gonna have to sell some silage or take a loan out. Maybe we'll just take another 5 grand out. Let's see how far this fertilizer gets us. It doesn't use as much fertilizer, nearly as much as it does lime. Let's see if we... Yeah, good deal. Okay, so we can get our second layer of fertilizer taken care of on our sugar beets. I'm going to stop about right there. And we're going to get a little headland done here. So we don't have to deal with the bushes and the trees. I think we're going to have to take another loan out. I don't think we're going to make it. We still have well, we do have a lot of seeds though, so we don't need to buy seeds. We still have like 3 or 4 pallets of seeds. Hopefully we'll be in pretty good shape there. Kind of looking for majority rules here. Boy, I sure would like GPS. I know, stop your whining, Brad. You're not going to get GPS, so just stop even talking about it. It's just not going to happen. It's like a little kid, you know, geez, Mom, I really would like that new Hot Wheels that's there, that new Hot Wheels set. Oh, I used to love those. Holy cow. I mean, getting a single Hot Wheel was pretty sweet, but if you really scored, like a real score, were the Hot Wheels sets, you know, the ones that were like the 5 or 10 pack. Oh, man. Those are the things I miss. Because that was special. That was awesome. I mean, you really... it was something. You didn't just have one new car. Excuse me. You didn't have just one new car to play with when you got home. You had like 5. Maybe even 10 if you were really, really lucky. And maybe they came with like a couple pieces of track. Wow, that was special. Yeah, we're not using a ton of fertilizer, so that's kind of nice. Let's park you here for a second, my friend. We need to go do a spot check on our employees. All right. Mr. Spreader is officially done. And then Mr. Weeder there should be stopping and turning around pretty soon, I think. Let's check him out and see what he does here. Yeah, there you go, buddy. All right, I just can't forget to do the other end of the field. I probably won't. Well, I probably will, actually. What do we have left on this field here? Anything at all besides planting? Nope, just planting. Okay. So we'll plant and roll, or seed and roll, one of the two. Probably seed and roll. You don't roll anything when you plant, do you? Potatoes, sugar beets, corn. Yeah, I don't think, yeah. So I guess we'll seed and roll if we seed. Oh, man, that stupid rooster loves to run out in front of the tractor. They just time it. I don't know. Is their life that bad on our farm that they just want to end it? I don't understand. All right, let's see how far we can get. Nice working speed on this too. It's not wasting any time, is it? What time is it? Oh, I promised Gwen that she didn't have to stay at the store past 5. So she's got a little bit more time left there. I told her if it was really dead, she could close early. It is Easter weekend. It's holiday weekend. Probably not going to be a lot of traffic going on. Oh, and Gwen is planning, I guess, a special Easter dinner. I'm pretty excited to see exactly what she has in mind. Excited by meaning a bit terrified with a great deal of apprehension, but who knows? Maybe maybe she'll come through. She hasn't killed me yet, so that's good. That's good news. We actually had a pretty good time last night. We played Scrabble. Gwen specializes in 3-letter words. Don't tell her I said that, but she does tend to specialize in 3-letter words. I don't know if she just doesn't know any words that are more than 3 letters. Like, she was pretty proud, like, cat. There's a 5-point score, you know. She's pretty happy with that. You know, then there was dog, run. You get the idea. She's something else. Oh, Gwen. How's Weederman doing over there? Where's he at? Is he at the end there? Yeah, he's down there on the end. Okay. He's still working it. Oop, sorry. Probably had that duck for Easter. You know what? I should have counted our ducks. I swear she's picking them off one at a time. We should make a turducken. Excuse me. We should make a turducken. We definitely got the duck. We need the turk then. We should be able to find some wild turkeys out there in the woods though, unless Tiny ate them all. I don't think Tiny was a turkey fan. I think he enjoyed the greasier meats, the the squirrel and the pocket gopher and the woodchuck. I think those were more um, tiny treats. I do miss Tiny's delivery though. I must say, I do miss it. I didn't order very often, but when I did, it was always, at the very least, a surprise. Well, that was easy. Wow, okay. So that's it for our fertilizing, except for after we plant or seed. We'll have to throw some more out there. This dude here looks like he's done. We need to move to this end of the field for weeding. But otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape. We've got some stuff knocked out this episode. We also spent a lot of money. But at least we got stuff done. And we're going to be set up pretty well here, I think, for a decent inflow of money with with our harvests, our silage. Yeah, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. Let's run down to this end. And I'm going to do one quick headland down here for the weeding. I think we're going to have to be calling this quits pretty soon. I'm looking at my timer. We're getting on to an hour. Plenty of time for YouTube to do their processing, though, since I'm making this in the middle of the week. So we should have plenty of time for it to be ready on Sunday when you all watch it. My apologies again if you ever get a video that is on the lower, like 360p side. I try my best to give YouTube plenty of time to do the HD processing, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way very well. But know that I am keenly aware of that, and I really do try to get it out early enough so it gives YouTube a lot of time to have it look as good as it can for you. All right, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Old Family Farm. I'm going to probably finish off the weeding on this end. And, wow, we're in pretty good shape. I think next time we get together, we're going to be doing some planting with the new planter. Probably some seeding here. I think we're going to do soybeans here. And then next month we will have we'll have the beginning of a harvest next month. I think all the way down at the end here, our barley is going to be ready next month. So yeah, we'll be harvesting this barley up. Not a big harvest, but getting started. I'm excited. We are making some progress, but thanks everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have an amazing Easter weekend. However you celebrate, I hope you're safe. I hope you have fun. Hope you can relax. And by the time you see this, I know it'll almost be over, but happy Easter anyways. And leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'd appreciate that. Like I say, pity likes are always nice. Thanks, Tin Man, for the pity likes. I always appreciate it. And subscribe if you'd like. Be awesome. And I'll catch you guys again real soon back on Hinterland Monday. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.